Yes, well, Romanians have started voting since 7 a.m. this morning, and voter turnout is higher than at the same time last year for the first round. This shows that Romanians are very think that this election is very important. A lot is at stake, and they have told us here in this polling station in Bucharest. They think that this is the occasion to confirm Romania's European path, European integration, or to vote for an ultranationalist candidate and for the far right, the so-called sovereignist team. Many also think that this vote is a vote against the system. What they call the system are the traditional parties that have dominated Romania's political scene since the fall of communism in 1989, and so they accuse them of being responsible for widespread corruption, for the economic problems that are pushing thousands, millions of Romanians abroad to find work abroad in other European countries. And so for many, this is also a vote against the system. Whether this will be for a candidate that is far right or pro-European, that remains to be seen. But so far, polls indicate that George Simion, who is replacing Călin Georgescu for the far right camp, will win this first round with about 30% of vote, and he'll be followed either by Crin Antonescu, who's running for the ruling coalition, or by Nicu Șordan, who's the center-right pro-European mayor of Bucharest. But again, polls are not very reliable, as we've seen last year, so we'll have to wait for the results to tell you more.
Yeah, so a lot at stake, very clearly, in Romania. And as you mentioned, Simion replacing Călin Georgescu, who last year the top court voided that election following allegations of electoral violations and Russian interference, which Moscow has denied. I'm just curious, Maria, what is the mix of emotions that people are feeling as they cast their ballots this Sunday?
Yeah, well, a lot of people in Romania are against the annulment of the election, and they actually think that their votes, the votes of Romanians that were cast last November, should have been respected. Others are, on the contrary, relieved that Călin Georgescu, who was a far-right candidate, isolationist, ultranationalist, has been banned from running, and that election was cancelled. So opinions really diverge between those that fear that the far right will win this election, that Romania will shift towards a less pro-European path, and those who hope that their nationalistic ideals, maybe their more traditional values, will be represented in the results.